Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the Neanderthal Campaign. Last time, our extremely statistically likely great scientist birth was born as a great prophet, which I found an interesting use for, as we have a number of civics we want to revolt into, and during a golden age, there's no anarchy. So I think I'm going to pop the golden age. I ended the last episode saying I'd think about whether I do this or not. But I think it makes sense to do a golden age to help us found the six. Actually, it's fine because we know that they're where they are. The settlers are already in their locations. The six cities that we are hoping to found here, that'll put us over the new soft cap, but I think that's going to be manageable. Now, I'm going to actually end this turn because one of my settlers, this one over here, has already moved this turn. I want to found all the cities on the same turn. I also want to change all my civics on the same turn, so long as I'm being careful not to go below the XP threshold of 22 for the spearmen. 22 is what they need to be created at level 4, which is important for my strategy of min-maxing these very expensive units. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and end the turn here. There's nothing else that we need to do this turn. Let's go ahead and do just that. And the next turn is where all the action will take place. I'll also do my national review when the next turn starts and I do all my actions. So I don't want to spread it out over multiple things. Okay, here we go. Bismarck completed Avernian culture. Interesting. That's not one of the cultures I was hoping to get, so that's reassuring. If he completed Italian culture, or what's the other one that I wanted? The one that's like also sort of Italian. What the hell's it called? Hold on. I think I can build it already. Helvetian. Yeah, Helvetian culture. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin the fireworks here. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and start the Golden Age with Ananda. Let me also throw down a quick save before I do all these actions. So 1279 per turn, 0%. 1397s, that does actually help, which I suppose makes sense. Alright, you, I think I just want to kind of scout around here. Full Rot has been hunting animals. We'll keep using it in a moment, but first, let's begin founding our cities. Though first, I want to actually do the revolts, and I need to do this in one swoop, because as I believe we've seen before in this campaign, if you change one of your civics and you exit the screen, and you like click, you select the new civic, you hit revolution button, and you change the civic, and then you exit the screen, you can't actually change other civics on the same turn. So we need to do all of the civic changes that we're going to do this turn from this interface simultaneously. So first of all, we will be switching into Republic. I'll quickly go through what each of these civic changes will mean. Yeah, we will have to select them all. So I won't be able to see what each of their effects are separately because I want to do it all in the same turn to prevent things from being delayed. So we currently have, right this second, we have Monarchy, Unlimited Nobles, 10% Emergence, 20, 20, and 5, and then maintenance from overseas cities won't be relevant at all this entire campaign. Maintenance from corporations won't be relevant until, I think, the Industrial Age. +1 experience points, which Republic does not maintain, so we will be going down to 23 on our Sloth Spearmen. And then what else? 10% military production, which we actually also get from Republic. We then get 15% free military unit upkeep per population, which is pretty substantial, which we don't keep with Republic. We also get the 12 city soft cap, happiness in cities with the religion, as well as faster training in cities with religion. Conscription as a mechanic is available with monarchy. Various bonuses for cities and capital, happiness from certain military buildings, faster training and construction of monarchy-related stuff, and allows construction of certain monarchy-related stuff. Meanwhile, Republic doesn't allow the monarchy-related stuff construction, although it does allow for certain Republic-related things to be built. We get 3 happiness in all cities, 5% war unhappiness, faster improvement building, 20% emergence, so more great generals, slightly better maintenance, 1525, and then 1 trader per city, extremely economically powerful, plus 3 happiness in all cities. I think I mentioned that already. The new 15 city happy cap, which we're actually at. Well, no, we're not at it right now. Let me back out here. We're at 12 right now, so we're at the happy cap for monarchy, but we're about to found 6 more cities to get to 18. And looking back over here, this also gives larger bonuses for cities and capitals, and we can get even more happiness from the Independence Hall building, which is available with the Renaissance Tech representative democracy. All right, so we're going to revolt into this, but we're also going to revolt into a few other things. So I want to make sure that whatever revolts I'm doing don't put me below 22 EXP on the sloth, so I just need to make sure that at most I'm losing 1 more XP on build for military units. So city-states does not give an XP, so I can safely switch to magistrates if I want. So the main thing with this change, and some of these civic changes I'm not 100% sure I want to, that's why I want to review it right now to make sure. So city-states, which I currently have, 10% from distance, magistrates is 2% from distance, but then it also introduces 3% from number and 1% on home. So the actual amount of money spent, although it is lower, is similar to what I would be looking at with city-states. So 47.49, 13 plus 14 is what? 27, and then plus 9 is like 37. So, okay, it is lower, but it's not like much lower. And the growth speed for improvements is niche, but I guess kind of nice. Reduced chance to avoid capture, sure. Larger bonuses for the cities and the capitals, that's always handy. And we can build the Grand Villa building, which is available with mathematics. We can just build this whenever we like now. Oh, this is actually really good. Yeah, I think Magistrates is worth it for the Grand Villa building and the other modifiers. The main thing that we'd be missing out on, honestly, is the extra military unit upkeep, but I can be fine with that. And then, do we want to switch from sovereignty to legislature? So let's see, so sovereignty is giving us 10, 12, 3, as opposed to 7, 10, 4. So legislature is just flatly lower in upkeep. Let's do some quick math, though, to verify. So 47 plus 52 is going to be, what, about 100? Plus 44, so like 140-ish. 33 and 44, that's going to be, what, like, it's around like 45, 75, plus about 60 is going to be, what, 105, 135. So legislature, although it redistributes where the maintenance is coming from, it is similar, but it is still lower. And then aside from that, capture stuff, reduced war and happiness, bonuses in the cities. Legislature's bonuses are... Actually, legislature loses the bonuses for cities, but it does give larger bonuses for trade routes. So that's pretty substantial. Also, larger bonuses for the capital. Happiness from the Agora. I can spend gold to finish production, so that's handy. I think I can do that as well through coinage. I can also build the House of Parliament and the Polis Council. Okay. I also get conscription from legislature, which I lose by leaving monarchy, so that's handy. I think this is probably worth it. Plus the great person birth rate bonuses. Very nice. Now, I can also switch from mercenaries to conscription, but I don't think I want to right now. I think I'll do it later in my Golden Age before it finishes. Although, technically, the military switch doesn't seem to come with a anarchy period, usually. But I would probably still be able to do it once my sloths are finished, because the mercenaries provides +3 experience, so I have one more experience point of wiggle room before I can't lose anymore. So this would be too much, so I need to stick with mercenaries. But I may switch to this for the higher military unit upkeep coverage population. So we'll see. It does have much higher maintenance from distance, number, and home, so I may stay on mercenaries, frankly, so we'll see. I don't think I want to switch from State Church back to Prophets, but it's an interesting idea. I have unlimited priest specialists, which are fine, at the moment. The birth rate in the cities is handy. I do get some military unit upkeep. 15, 10, and 3 as opposed to no maintenance at all, so that's a pretty big maintenance difference. 2 free priests everywhere might be sufficient. I also don't need to fish for a great profit anymore. 10% faster birth rate from this, so even higher birth rate. Emergence in the borders. Let's see. Yeah, I actually kind of think switching back to profits might be kind of the way. Let's see. I do get more stuff from, let me find it in the list here. Yeah, the Pataki of Olodumare, 15% more. That's my, this is my holy site that I built in Nurja. So I would miss out on some money. That is true. But it's 15%. It's nice to have that, but it's not worth the maintenance. This money, although the military unit upkeep might make up for it. I think I might switch back to profits and then potentially switch again back to State Church if I, maybe after a quick save later on, to see if that improves the cost once all my new cities are built. Okay, so let's switch to profits for now. I don't think Divine Cult is necessary. Yeah, if I was going to adopt this, I'd just go straight to State Church. Yeah, so profits is fine. Okay, now here's the interesting question. Caste system to proletariat. So caste system obviously gives me my unlimited scientists, merchants, and engineers. It does reduce my birth rate, which is, fine. 15, 15, 3, as opposed to 10, 15, 2. So this is a nice economic advantage here. Let's see, what other... So I do get 2 experience points here. So I can't switch out of caste system until my spearmen are done. So once the spearmen are done, the sloth spearmen, I can then switch potentially out of caste system and also out of mercenaries, but at least out of caste system. So I keep caste system for now, I think. Yeah, but would I want to switch to proletariat anyways? Let's see. I'm not sure if I would, actually. I've really benefited quite a bit from my infinite scientists. And I'm not sure if I have the infrastructure to really maintain the science rate that I need without infinite scientists. Let's stick to caste system for now, I think, but maybe keep it in the back of our mind as a possible switch later. Okay. Now, one other thing to know that this will do, because I'm leaving monarchy, is this will also remove, I think it was happiness, or wait, was it monarchy? One of these provided happiness for units being in the cities. Maybe that wasn't monarchy. Was it despotism that provided? Yeah, that was despotism. So, okay, so yeah, never mind. So we're going to switch to republic, magistrates, and legislature, and prophets, all simultaneously. This should be interesting. Yeah, and this all looks fine. Yeah, that's all we can do for now. Should I switch from open borders to closed borders? I don't think the crime and disease reduction is actually very meaningful. That's a very small amount for the loss of 2 trade routes per city. They may be stinky, and they may be criminals, but if they bring their wares, they're welcome to come on in, I suppose. I could also switch to waste to sea. This will make my cities grow a little bit faster, which is kind of nice. I can build the garbage dock as well. A little bit of unhealthiness everywhere. We do lose a bit of relations with everyone, but that's okay. I think I'll switch to this as well. Yeah, sanitation is, I think, industrial age. No, it's classical age. What am I talking about? Catastrophic misread right there. Do I just wait for landfills? I mean, I'm not sure actually if I wait for landfills. I guess I could switch to it now for the faster growth rate. Then the growth issue goes away with landfills. I think we'll adopt it now. Alright, so let's go ahead and revolt. Okay, 1505, so that was an increase in my... It's pretty close, though, because remember, we were, what, at like 1497, I think it was? So we're at 1505 right now, but just you wait, because the days of having money... Goodbye to those days. It's time to found a couple of cities, and our maintenance is about to explode. So here we go. So starting up here with the settler up on the vanilla tile. I'm not going to second guess all my city locations. It'd take way too long to recheck everything. I'm confident I made the right choices before. Let's go ahead and found the city. So 1505. Let's check at zero. Remember, 0% right now. So this is the most money we can get. So let's see how things change as we build these cities here. So, Netherlands is about to found Judaism. That's interesting. Okay, we'll come back to it later. Okay, so let's go ahead and build the city of Mustier. All right, 1479, or I mean 1497 rather. And then in Mustier, and all of these new buildings, I'm just going to actually have them work on storage pits first to unlock more build order. This galley can also you go here and then just wait a second. And then we're going to found our cities starting in the north and then heading back inward. So then we go over here. You're going to found the city of Mula. Okay. And then Mula will work on a storage pit. 1373. Okay. 1373. Next up, where even is this guy? There he is. You're going to found the city of Circio. Alright, Circio is going to work on a storage pit. And then you're going to found the city of Guattari. And you're going to work on a storage pit, believe it or not. Next up, this guy here will found the city of Caveman. And Caveman will be assigned the storage pit task. And then lastly, we're going to found the city of Engis. Okay. You can head in here for now and just snooze. All right. 971. Honestly, that's not as bad as I thought it could be. I was kind of prepared for like negative money at 0%, but we definitely are going to struggle a bit to make our money with this. But look at this, 0%. We're looking at about 1550 or so. Actually, exactly 15. No, I'm wrong about that. We're looking at, holy shit. With tech diffusion accounted for, we're actually looking at almost 2,000 per turn. So if I were to crank it up, let's take a look. Yeah, 28 lost. Okay, now we're looking at a very healthy, nearly 7,000 per turn. That's pretty insane, and it's only going to scale up from here. Also, our score is going to increase a lot. We're actually going to nearly match the Aztecs, which is kind of unfathomable. The former score leader, I don't know exactly how we've pulled that off, but we also do have some unhappiness now to deal with. Let's take a look at Château-Perron. Oh yeah, so +9, so it must be +3 per city over the soft cap, because we have 3 over the 15 soft cap. Okay, so we are going to review all of our cities in a moment, but first, let's also, no, not you, double check. Okay, 22 exactly, so this is fine. Requires iron wares. Do I not have that? Do you require iron wares? No, you're also fine with bronze or copper wares. This interface is just wrong. Alright, spooking me out for no reason. Okay, so once the rest of the spearmen are built, I may also switch out of caste system into proletariat. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and do a big review of our country, figure out what everyone's up to, and yeah, get everything reassigned. So first of all, in Atapuerca, is this place able to grow? I'd say yes. Oh yeah, I'd say yes for sure. All right, let's, oops. Work, the priority right now is work everything worth money. And then this is obviously really good with the production. Yeah, look at this with, what even is this here? This would be 21 food. It's worth only 5, but it's better than it could be, I suppose. So let's work that. And then work this. We need to get this and this improved with workers. We don't have any workers nearby though. Let's see. Yeah, 979. So we can definitely start to improve things here. Let's see here. Merchants are still weirdly, like, giving the wrong... Like, what's going on here? Okay. Well, anyways, I think we just work the rest as... We have a couple of options here. Having them produce wealth as celebrities is actually not a bad idea. Let me check something here. When do the dances actually obsolete? Because I should probably get these dances, specifically the nature dance. Musical notation. Okay, that's not too far away. That's late classical. However, it doesn't turn into anything. Okay. It's probably worth it to be able to work celebrities in all of my towns to also help with the new soft cap. Let's do that. And then... Who did it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 527 here. Look at all these just delicious trade routes. Love to see it. Trade for days. This is why I'm never going to war with the Dutch. Like, look at these Dutch trade routes are crazy. All right, let's see. I could also work the doctor still for the extra disease reduction. I don't want to pollute the birth rate though, or like the birth percentages. There we go. Okay. And then what I do actually is I have all new ones go into the scientist. I believe if I set it up like this, that should be fine. I could also work the investigator. Is that necessary here? I don't really think so. I think we min-max this. I can let... This place can survive with its current situation. It's in great shape, honestly. Yeah, that's all fine. Okay. I think this is pretty much perfect over here. So that's 988. So let's see how this increases as we go. So next up is Nerja. Yeah, look at that, working a slave. This is why I gotta check. You can't trust this just insanely stupid AI to do anything. But we got so much potential here with the water. Whew. All right. 197. I want to work that for sure. I might not even bother working any scientists here. There's so much to do with just the water tiles. I mean, yeah, this is 455. It is my shrine city, but that's pretty good for the non-capital. We can get a lawyer here as well because we have access to. Honestly, you know what? Working the celebrity and the lawyer might be kind of in the way. Do I drop this? I think I do. And then... Oh yeah, we also have free specialists, that's right. And so... Oh no, that guy can actually be assigned as a thing on here. 1,000. Whew. This place is raking in the cash money. 172, a little low on the production side, but it'll be okay. This place is never going to have amazing production anyways. Yeah, I think this is the way. And actually, let me make sure that these are selected. I need the courthouse here, but yeah, I just once I get the courthouse, I'll start working a lawyer as well. Having it be actual wealth means it changes with my 0-100 spread, which I prefer. Makes it more dynamic. Okay, and then all the new ones will go. Actually, they can just be. Let me just keep track of when stuff grows, then I'll assign them to the correct stuff. All right, and then Benolis. Let's see here. Work these two. All right. Benolis has such insane. Even with nothing worked, it is already 181 production. Just crazy. 223. Oh my goodness. 271. Holy moly. All right. So much to work over here. Sheesh. Okay, this place is 264. 446. Yeah, this is the way. Oh yes. All right, and then we'll just what I'll do is all these places we will check Turner growth by Turner growth and make sure. Okay, this looks fine. All right. This place was working the investigator. I do want to keep working it here because I'm actively trying to get the crime situation here addressed. So this is going to help with the investigation. So we will work that. We'll work the celebrity. And then, let's see. Where to even start over here? so many strong options. All this production here is amazing. Oh my god. 270 production. 278. Whew. Alright, this is pretty good. 274. I could get more production. Do I really... I think I switched this one for this, yeah. Only 2 less in wealth, but much more production, and I think that's more important right now. Yeah, 1044. Okay. That's fine. Oh, I forgot, I'm getting 2 extra priests everywhere because of profits. That's pretty good. Alright, Caceres, let's see. Get your celebrity and your lawyer. Okay, let's get the stuff assigned. This place also, with the right infrastructure, could have amazing water tiles too. 196. Trying to keep everything around kind of 200 in production or so would be amazing. I mean, honestly, the amount of food it gets, 4 food, 3 food, 3 food, I may as well. Lots of cash from that. Alright, the remaining 3. I don't think I'd go for 3 wealth over 3 scientists. Yeah. That works for me. Also, let's make sure any place that is working scientist does get the selection there. Okay. Next up is Châtel-Perron. Place currently has some unhappiness problems, so that's going to limit what we can do here. This place has amazing potential once its happiness is under control. The Agora would help a lot. Actually, what I should do here is let it grow and then whip something. I think that's the way. Should grow this turn, and then whip something cheap, and that'll fix the problem in the subsequent turn. Okay. Or I could whip something right now and let it grow after whipping. What would I actually work on over here, though? Maybe a dog? Yeah, 4 population's pretty intensive, but in this place here, what's the issue here exactly? Just lots of stuff building up here. I mean, getting another dog would not be a bad idea. Plus, I don't mind if he doesn't have a lot of XP from being built here. Could I whip a worker? What are we looking at for that? I could actually. 6 population. I'd probably want to whip it next turn. So let's let Chateauperin have 1 inefficient turn. And at least for just this turn, let's work as much production as possible here. That's actually kind of it in terms of amazing production tiles. And then the remainder, oh, yeah, this is all we can do. That's fine. And then the rest can go into these guys. Okay. Cedrone, yeah, 193 by the way. Can't get a lawyer because of the courthouse. Okay. God, this city has such amazing stuff to work with here. It just needs to grow. It has so much potential here. Just insane. 303 production is crazy. Crazy production over here. Right, the remaining guy here will be a scientist specialist, please. Thank you. Turn 1. Yeah, let's just go raw production here. Okay, this looks fine. Let's work. Yeah, the loss of production here for the money, I think, is actually worth it. Yeah, we want to make more money while we're growing here. Yeah, this place has a lot of potential as well. Yeah. Alright, that looks good. Arbretta. This place really benefits a lot from having infinite specialists because it is nothing to work on the actual thing here. What are we looking at in terms of... Yeah, it's really not worth that much. This is fine, actually. Alright, all you guys are going to be scientists. Okay. If we could just get money from merchants, that'd be cool. But it is not to be. Also, we need to bring these missionaries over now. I shouldn't forget about that. We're on a mission. Wait, do I have a ship that can actually carry them yet? This guy doesn't have any. Yeah, I need to build a ship that can carry them. Yeah, the galley could carry them. Yeah, need to build a galley over here. Wait, no, I do have a galley. What am I talking about? I have the galley over here. Yeah, he's healing up now. We'll send him over. I totally forgot about that, to be honest. Okay. continue. So that's our Bretta accounted for. Okay, Lezetziki, let's see. I'm gonna click on this. Oops. Oh yes, this is pretty good. That's worth 4. Let's work this one instead. The remaining 2, one of you is going to be a lawyer, and the other will be assigned to this. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. You keep working on walls for now. Hortus. This place has so much to work on. Holy crap. Did we? Yeah, this is improved, so that's fine. Work the lawyer. And then, let's see. One more, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 228, but we got plenty of money coming in from here. All right, 1136 now. That's pretty good. And then Chase. Yeah, this is a really, really strong inland wealth city. Let's work the lawyer. And then, actually, reset all this. It's just so many good options here. And then work the lawyer and the scientist. There we go. It's glitchy. We managed to get it done there. So 200, so that's good. I want it to be at 200 at least. Another growth here will be really helpful here. This place has so much to do. And then all the new stuff, I can't do too much over here. I guess it's working engineers. How about you work the scientists instead? I could actually do that in all these locations. Have them put their 2 free ones into the scientists. Just for maximum science. Also, you need to be given your assignment. You're going to work on a storage pit. Okay. I think with all that done, we're now at 1143 and at 100%. We're at, let's see, this would be what, 61, so 77,100-ish. So yeah, we've min-maxed this quite nicely. Now, do I actually push ahead and finish law enforcement is the question. I think it's not a bad idea. Yeah, being able to upgrade my guys to patrols would actually be quite nice. Let's run 100% for now and keep working on law enforcement, especially because we are getting a lot of value from tech diffusion. Okay, that's fine.
You get what good, do not watch out.
Okay. Who needs a oh yeah, Benolis needs a, it's also going to grow next turn as well. Alright. Let's see. Let's get something to help with the crime here, I think. Let's get the watchtower. Okay. Let's do another quick save. I'm overriding my quick save from earlier, so that is that. And then also, hold on, full rot. You've got all your movement. I could go kill this wild boar. I think it's fine. Let's get this 3-toed sloth. Then I want you to go and clear out all the stuff that's up here. Lots of stuff growing next turn. Nice. Also going to bring this guy over here and you in here. Okay. Next turn, we shall see what happens. Yeah, it looks like the Dutch are going to be founding Judaism. Okay. Could interfere with my attempts to convert them to Yoruba. We'll see what happens. They may not actually adopt it as their religion. If they do, that's actually good for me because it means they're abandoning their much more deeply established religion of Druidism, which means that all the infrastructure they built for it would be wiped away. But we'll see what they do. We're #1 wealthiest civ in the world. Okay. Well, that's nice. Okay. We love the Prime Minister. We're the Prime Minister now. Oh, yes. Okay. With this growth, I think it's time to lose that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get a worker whipped here. So 6 population. That's pretty aggressive, but I think it might be necessary right here. Let's go ahead and hurry the worker. Alright, that did fix the issue, so that's nice. Okay, and then, yeah, just keep working this for now. And then, where else has just grown? Looks like, yeah, Benolis just grew. What are you working now, exactly? Not sure what just started being worked, but that's fine. Keep it up. Then a bunch of other stuff just grew too. My event log is going to be all clogged up here. So Chase, Abretta, who else? Benolis. I think that's it, actually. Okay, so Chase. Oh yeah, there's a lot to work over here. Alright. And then Arbretta. Can I get my missionaries over here safely? I think I can. Let's just go here. I don't have anyone here, which is a little bit dangerous, but I'm sure it's fine. And then we're gonna ferry them over to Angus. Oh wait, no, my galley's right here. What am I doing? I thought this was my galley for a second. So you just stay here and heal for a turn. You guys all just wait. Okay, you. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of your name. You're just gonna be a trireme. That's fine. You just sleep here. All right. This ranger, make your way over and help out. Kill the jungle tarantula. Okay. Massive event spam. I think this transition to Republic actually went pretty well, all things considered. Could have been more messy than it was, but I'm fairly happy with how this went. A few more of these guys, then we can safely switch. Probably we will switch from mercenaries to conscription, but I don't know if I'll switch off of caste system. A couple of my cities are benefiting from having infinite specialists, but we have a lot of buildings that give us specialists anyways. Also, I do want to actually get the dances up in some of my other cities. Where do I want the dances most urgently? So I want one in Châtel-Perron. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess, okay, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So let me get 13 of the dance creating units, I think. Or are they now the bards? I don't remember what the unit would be. I guess it'd be the bard who does this. But I don't need to build them from Atapuerca, obviously. This place has enough to worry about right now. I think Benolis would be fine to pump these guys out. Also, we need to get some judges out and about, too. Let's see. They might be handy to set up, but I don't know what their thing they can do is. 8 turns from Benolis. We'll come back to it. I don't know if I will do it or not. Like, I will continue rushing through law enforcement because I want to get the upgrades. Once law enforcement is done, though, what next? Okay, is apothecary the upgrade from medicine man? I think it is, right? Was medicine man ancient, actually? It might be. Oh yeah, wow, it is. I probably would want to just get apothecaries at this point and set them up to help with disease management. We have a lot of stuff we need to get to, though. There's also meditation. This enables the church welfare position. This could be handy. The faster building construction birth rate bonus. Love that. We also need to get ironworking. We have so many things we have to get. It might be time for ship building as well. We've really delayed getting that. So much to get. We are really... We have a lot of options to decide here. Let's see. I think once law enforcement is done... let's see. Emporium would be really good. Oh yeah, wow. That is really good. I think I may go for diplomacy. No, we should get some of the cheaper stuff. We're getting a little lopsided here. Let's finish law enforcement and then get shipbuilding, I think. Then we'll take stock. Yeah, that seems fair to me. We're still, the event spam is ongoing. We still have more, even more event spam to get through. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Do they like that we're a republic? Are they a republic? Did they switch back to it yet? I'm not sure. Let's see if he's willing to make any trades. He does have some gold. Like, we're now in the era of doing, like, resource by resource trades to maximize gold. We are not doing big mutual trade deals anymore. So let's see. Will he give me meditation for anything? No. Okay, how about literature? And I'm sure he won't, but just to check. Will he give me calendar? Okay. That's just great. Let's see. He's built a lot of arsonists, which is a little bit interesting. Do I actually have any resources he wants? He does want furs. Or does he? No, he still doesn't want furs. Okay. Gold wares? Surely he wants this. He'll pay me 1080 for this, but I think I'd rather sell it to someone who can give me more than that. Such as the Dutch. Well, he can't give me anything because he has no money at all. Alright, never mind. Let's see. How about the Aztecs? Alright, well, never mind. If he'd be willing to do tech for tech, then I have plenty of stuff to send to him, but he is not open to anything at the moment. Alright. we'll crawl back to the Germans, offer him one of my copies of Gold Wares for 1080. I don't think he's going to get more than this later. Or will he give me meditation for it? No, he won't even talk about it. That's going to be the cheapest one, I think, in his point of view. Yeah, so let's just take his cash and run. Alright. I guess that's fine. Good to keep trading with him. Let's not forget to save at the end of every turn. You never know what will happen. Alright, next turn these guys arrive, and then we can get loaded on. And we'll escort them with the trireme. He's healing up slowly. Very slowly. Okay, we'll see if Johann adopts Judaism or what he does with that. He may not actually revolt into it, but I'm not really sure what to expect, honestly, from his AI. He might do it, he might not. Right, thresholds in a bunch of my towns. Sorry, people of Caceres. A kaiju spider has arrived to terrorize you. We love the Prime Minister Day. I guess we'll slaughter and eat the spider, the kaiju spider. It's a little bit much, but okay, sure. All right, this guy here, I'm going to go ahead and give the standard forest worker and field worker. I'm not really thinking it through too much, but that's fine. And then, let's see. Ooh, I don't know if I have the dart frog yet. Let's keep chipping away. Full rot is such an insane, like monster, level 44. Only in C2C is this kind of stuff going to happen. A unit has this much time to develop this much. We should also keep in mind, by the way, that the current economic situation we have is during the Golden Age, so it's better than usual. So I'm hoping once the Golden Age ends, we still are at positive while at 0%, which is maybe a pessimistic hope, but it's better than like, I just don't know what our situation will be, basically. You just wait another turn, and then I'll wait to load the guys on, because there's no reason to load on right this turn anyways. Let's see. Okay, this is connected over here now. That's quite nice. Is this workable from Cedrone? It's not, but I know how much Bismarck wants my fucking rice, so let me go over and get this roaded up, and then actually get this rice, so I have an extra copy of rice to give to Bismarck. Well, not to give to Bismarck, to sell to Bismarck for a fair value, if he can stomach it. All right, we got our next guy ready to go. 22 out of 6. Armed Guard 1, Armed Guard 2, Armed Guard 3. All right, and just fortify. All right, this work crew here, what were you doing? Oh, you built a hamlet. Yeah, the invisible hamlet. I'm not going to get used to this. It's just so confusing. Also, this is a very valuable hamlet that was just built here because it's on a hill. Oof. I have to find something that I can live without working. I guess this one here? No, that's 3. This is actually just a flat upgrade, so yeah, let's do that. Yeah, Chase is just such an amazing city location. I actually kind of think Chase is a strong contender as a alternative capital location, but I don't know if I can justify moving the capital. Okay, so let's see here. What am I doing in terms of connecting up? I'd like to get this connected by road. I have a road connection with Kirkio that I set up before. This place is also unhappy. That's fine. With no infrastructure, we can't do too much anyways. You guys head over here and build over here, and I'll just keep an eye on it as best I can to make sure they don't get sniped by anything. Okay. This all looks fine. 7 turns away, and then 7 more turns for the last Mapinguari Spearman. Let's see. Unless my cap has changed. So something has changed. It won't let me build more. Oh, is that because I'm at the full amount? Let me actually test this really quick. So now if I'm not at the cap. Wait, Mapinguari Obsidian Spearman. Was that? Oh wait, hold on. Is this a new thing? I think SVN version, which of course I'm playing the SVN version, so it's updated by the devs, you know, frequently. I think they've added in more levels of these spearmen, which is nice. I like that. That's interesting. Alright, I have the Mapinguari compound, and I have the resources, so I should be able to build another one. But why can't I? It only lets me build the Obsidian Spearman. What's the problem exactly? Let's see. That's actually not that helpful. Why can't I build more? How many do I have right now? Do I actually need ironwares? Is that... Wait, was it changed to require all of these and not just any of these? That can't be right. I also have ironwares, I'm importing it. So hold on. Let's double check. There's no ironwares here. Is it a map bonus? No. Where's my ironwares? Like, alright, hold on. Hello, Germany. Will you give me ironwares? He won't. Okay. Hello, Johan? How about you? Will no one trade anything with me? Like, what's the problem here? So I got 12, so 13, 14, and then the 15th one was what I was building a moment ago. Like, they're being built still. What's the problem here? Why can't I... What's the issue? I have this, don't I? I'm sure I do. Mapinguari compound. Let's see. Where did it go? I built it right here. I mean, obviously I built it. Is it over here? Oh, here it is. Yeah, Mapinguari compound. I've got it right here. So, like, what's the problem? Why can't I build more of these spearmen? Requires iron wares. I mean, I could just build the obsidian one and then upgrade it. That's not going to be a problem, but... Copper, I have 3. Iron, I have 1. This interface is confusing me deeply. Or hold on. Bonuses. Tin wares. Do I have copper wares? Bronze wares +1. Yep. Copper wares 3. Okay, I'll just build it and then, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't know what the problem is. I'm mystified. We've also now, we're now high enough in strength that Germany's only 5.9. That's pretty good. Love to see that. Alright, Judaism founded. Ooh. Gutari is this one here. Mushrooms on the spot? That's pretty handy. Okay. I'll take that. Alright. Toxin Amphiba. Alright, nice. Okay, so let's see. We didn't build an orchard here yet. Is it out of my range? It is. I should probably get the almonds anyways. I may as well just build the orchard here while I'm here. I think that's fine. Yeah. You add the, let's see, add the snake pit first. I'm hoping that the patrols will allow me to finally get Atapuerca, Carahuela fixed up. Alright, so first of all, you 3, all aboard. We're going to drop them all off at Angus and then kind of ferry them point by point. We'll go here, then we'll move them when the boat has lost all of its movements. You just keep healing. Okay, you get to work on a path. Wait. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Aren't trails the... No, yeah, paths are the ones I want to do. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Had a brain failure moment. Certainly not the first, nor will it be the last. Alright, courthouse here is done. That's very, very valuable. Excellent. Alright, that'll help with crime as well. Love to see it. Okay, let's see. Anything else we can do to help with crime while we're thinking about it? Yep, the stocks would help. Okay. And... yeah, just the stocks. I guess we'll start with that. Get to work on that now. We want Carahuela to work on the patrol, the town patrol thing as soon as it can with that. So then we can upgrade all the guys in Carahuela. That'll be important. Alright. That's the drone. Platforms are done. Okay, this place here, does it have a granary yet? I think it does. I have a lot of options for what to build over here. Getting another Pataki of Olefin built to give me one more of the maintenance reducing Patakis up would be very handy. Although getting the trade routes improved here could also be really good. Let's see. Let me double check. Okay, yeah, we're fine on that there. Although there was also some buildings I could get that are cheaper. Wouldn't be terrible to grab these. I think I will grab the Pataki of Olefin next. Always a good option if I can't think of anything else. Okay. Looks fine. Oh, I think what happened here, it was like a weird glitch. I don't know what happened, but for some reason it got freaked out. Maybe because I was at my limit. Okay, so I think what was going on there is because it was the same turn that I was originally at my national limit in the build order, and then I canceled one. The interface didn't update, so it was still displaying it as though I couldn't build this. But then it would let me build the obsidian ones, which I'm not sure it's supposed to let me do. That may be kind of an oversight. That's fine. We figured it out. All is well. The Arabia going crazy, despite being at war with Itzcoatl and Bismarck. Interesting. All right. Whew. Yeah, I like the map in Gwari now having earlier unit versions. I think that's a great change. I wonder what else was changed. I'm not paying attention to how the mod's being updated, so maybe there have been some other changes that I should be aware of. I guess once the map in Gwari build order is done, I'll check and see what I need for, or whether it makes sense to keep going with my elephant build plans that I currently have. Alright, enemy spotted. It's just a bunch of birds, I think. Yoruba is spreading. Guess that's nice. Carrion gatherers are stored to working condition. Well, that's good, I suppose. Was that my entire movement, Forot? Surely you have more movement than that. Hold on. Well, I'll be. I guess he was moving over a river into a 6 movement cost swamp, so yeah, that would be all of his movement. Fair enough. Okay, you guys go here, and then you 3 hop off to just hang out there for a second. You just keep... actually, you can now safely kill this shark. Let's go for it. Okay. A narwhal. But he is in polar ocean, so I can't reach him. So we'll just come back. Okay. %. Jeez. Yeah, this is pretty rough. But we'll be able to upgrade those guys soon. Also, Atapuerca grew. We shouldn't forget about that. What are you working on now? I think this. I don't think that is too helpful. Let's work the scientist, I think. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. 22, we should be fine. Once these guys are done, I may switch off of mercenaries. I'll see. Do I then actually build the mammoths as I have contemplated? So 9 strength. They get the very good collateral. Good versus mounted, city attack. Good versus siege units. The Arctic bonuses are interesting, but not, amazing. And then War Mammoth. The Armored Cav is really the key tech for me. I can get War Elephants and War Mammoths from this. Okay, Elephant Riders, meanwhile. They're like mammoths, they're good in jungle and forest. A bit less collateral. 25% city attack. Yeah, I think I build on my mammoths next. Because the mammoths don't have any upkeep at all. They just have the national unit thing. Notably, the collateral goes away with the war mammoth upgrade. 20% to 25% though. I'm not sure if war mammoths are super worth it without the collateral effect. Does that happen with war elephants as well? It actually does. Ah, that's a shame. But we're a ways away from armored cav. That's medieval. So, I guess the other thing to consider is let me take a look at my technology here. Okay, so Mapinguari pikemen, which are the last stage available, that's with the pikeman tech, which is siege warfare. Upkeep is higher, but it's not like a lot higher. 50, 100, minus 80. 100, minus 80, okay. Is it worth it for me to delay leaving on my expedition to Arabia, and possibly also to kill Yagan, until I get the Mapinguari pikemen to bring with me, and basically not leave right away? Because I can upgrade the ones that I have. That's not, like, it'll be expensive, but it should be okay. Ancient Rocketeer could also be kind of interesting. Look at that texture right there. That's one of the textures of all time. Rocket launcher. I do have sulfur nearby, so that should be doable. Crossbowmen as well. Anti-melee. That being said, my elephant riders are also... Well, no, they're not anti-melee. They're anti-mounted. Crossbows could be the anti-melee unit that I'm looking for here. Because these guys here, although they're good on defense, they're not necessarily good attacking melee. It may be sensible to not just rush off right now. So let me consider the tech path I need to go on. I know I want to go back and get stuff, but let me... So if I finish law enforcement, which is only 5 turns away, to get to siege warfare, I'd need ironworking, so I'd probably want to work on that next. And then I would need ancient machinery, which I could then work on either after ironworking or before ironworking. I could also build some siege units to bring with me. Okay. I could also just build an army that I intend to maintain defensively, or to keep for defensive purposes. In which case, I actually don't know if the mammoths are even worth building. I may just build the elephants straight up. I guess the mammoths could help me in, like, my south, but I don't really envision a lot of warfare in, like, the south. Like, it'd be more so warfare in the north where it's cold. Okay, either way, let's see. So ancient machinery, and then this requires, I have that, I'd have that, I have hydraulic mining, then just construction, and then like this. Do I rush like this? Is this necessary? I don't. If I'm going to be defending, no one's going to attack me unless I completely fumble diplomacy. Diplomacy keeps me safe long enough to work my way here. I don't need to urgently get here right this second. And I think the advantage of getting the pikemen as opposed to the spearmen. So it's only one more strength, but of course you're considering the multiplicative effect. I think the spearmen are fine in the way that I'll be using them. And I guess the question would be, do I actually still want to build up my army and like leave to go do something with it? Because these guys here can act as a very strong local defense, and just boost up my strength ranking, essentially. I can also build more archer units to do that, too. I can always build more archer units. So let's see here. The comp bowmen is what I currently have. So longbowmen, so yeomanry is medieval, so that's too far away. Although, didn't one of the cultures I looked at give me access to an early yeoman, like an early longbowman equivalent? Am I right about that? Let me check this really quick, because if I could get a really good city defender that is stronger than usual, that I could mass build, that'd be kind of nice. Let me double check here. Cultures. Let's see. Was it Flemish? No, not Flemish. Was it Welsh? What are like famous archer cultures? I guess Welsh, right? That's with yeomanry. Okay, and this requires yeomanry. It is pretty good. It's an anti-melee longbowman. It's pretty solid. But yeah, I think comp bowmen are fine for now. Let's just continue building the last Mapinguari spearmen, and then we'll take stocks on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. Then we'll figure it out. Also, 95 turns to finish the legendary culture amount. That's pretty good. Zafariah needs a new build order here. Finish the cow farm. Okay, let's give you the fire abatis next, and the town well to offset it. I will still power through law enforcement because I want to get this as soon as possible. But then I may go down to 0% for a while, build up a bit of cash reserves. I have a lot of money saved up right now, though, thanks to last episode. Caceres will grow next turn. Alright, more random events in my game that is supposed to have no random events. Love that for me. Alright, you just keep healing up. Alright, you go back and pick up the other guys. And you guys just, I guess I could spread it here, but it'll spread on its own. You just wait. Kill more of these guys. And you go get that tapir. Okay. Benolis needs a new... Built the watchtower. Nice. What next in Benolis? Let's see. And the stone bridge might be pretty good over here. River Authority as well. The Grand Villa too. I should really build these Grand Villas. These are really, really valuable. Yeah, wow. 5 gold and 5 beakers, and then at 0% it'd be like 10 gold per turn, and 7%. I guess that is from the 7%. So yeah, let's get these Grand Villas up in my more core cities pronto. Oh wait, Benolis was going to work on bards. That's right. This might be more important. Not going to lie. 7 per turn. Or, I mean, 7 per turn. God, I wish. 7 turns per bard is what I should say. Let's see. I think I need 13 of them. But I also need to get the dance halls. Or, I mean, the music. No, yeah, the dance huts. Dance halls. Whatever I need to get the dances up. Musical notation is right at the end of the age, so I think I have plenty of time to still make use of the celebrity slots. Getting happiness from specialists like that can be really handy. Let's finish the Grand Villa, and then we'll take stock. I have too much to focus on first. Maybe after the courthouse, Chateauperon could produce a couple of these bards. Maybe. Or who else needs some building instructions? Alright, looks like these guys finished their things. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and give you... Let's see. How much is a granary? Granary? How much is a granary going to be? 32. That's too expensive. Let's just go for a standard opening situation here. All the stuff that I care to construct at this time. Yep, just standard opening, ending with the hunting camp. And then same thing over here. I know this is not very tailored, but I gotta... My min-maxing brain has to cut its losses somewhere. I'm gonna burn out if I try to think through this carefully. Also, at this point with every new city, the amount each city needs to be min-maxed for the actual effect on the national economy is less and less significant, so it's fine to be a bit more lazy, for lack of a better word. Oh, still more? Who else? Oh, Kirkio. Alright, get queued up. There's an argument for actually doing butchery before I do all this other stuff. God, I wish I wasn't... I wish I could just live in a calm and peaceful life without thinking about min-maxing, but I really should get butchery first. Yeah. Alright, let's grab the slaughterhouse first. Cancel all this stuff. Alright, slaughterhouse, and then same situation. Let me try this time to... There we go. Slaughterhouse. Alright. That'll have to do. Okay. We've already grown nicely here. Yeah, this fort here is super annoying. It's really frustrating, but I don't feel like it'd be fair for me to just delete it with the world builder. The Germans did, take it over, so, or they built it, I'm not sure. So either way, it is what it is. That's how forts work. I just have to kind of deal with it. Germany's pretty happy with me, so it shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. But yeah, I think what I'll do is, okay, after the end turn is over, let me go look at the Aboriginal capital. If I think I can actually realistically take it with an army, I may, with my army that I'm building up from Atapuerca, go and do that. Also, as long as my elephants are building... Can I build the elephants in other towns? That'd be really nice if I could, because I'm currently delaying so much in Atapuerca to build all my units from there. But yeah. He wants me to go to war with Arabia. That's interesting. I don't really want to right now. That being said, the Aztecs are just not really willing to trade anything with me, so losing access to them again wouldn't be the end of the world. I think I can safely do this. Like, I'm not near Arabia right now. Just hold your horses here. Just, take it easy. Now, if you would purchase a war declaration from me... No, I can't offer that. Oh, I wish I could. I'd do it for pay. So I'm not above that. Certainly not. Alright. Ruba spreading in a den. Nice. Alright. Bad boys enclosure. Okay, you head up here. Alright, you get your slaughterhouse built, and then butchery after that. Okay, here's another idea. If I can get the Germans to go to war with Itzcoatl while I go to war with him, if I can just take this city and let Germany actually, oh my gosh, actually kind of deal with the front. I mean, he's not that close to Itzcoatl, I guess. But the Dutch are. Can I get anyone into war with Itzcoatl? Is this possible? Surely not. You won't do it. Alright. What about Germany? No, not you. Get out of my way. Germany. He won't do it either. Surely he won't do it. No, he's at war with his squad already. Yeah, never mind. I mean, looking at the strength rankings, Itzcoatl is actually probably my best target in terms of just their power level, and they're mostly not near me. I certainly can't handle the Germans who are here. That'd be an interesting idea. My goal would be to basically raise this city. Or would it be to keep this city? No, I think to raise it. I want to raise it to get the tech. I also need to send out some scouts to explore what's going on. Which means it may be worth it to actually get that culture, because this gives me that scouting unit, which has a bunch of really good movement stuff. I don't have road building yet, in fairness, but still, I could get it eventually. Okay. Also, getting the Art of War to reduce the upkeep cost would be kind of cool. We're a ways away from that, though. They definitely are. Bring this dog back over to see what's going on over here. I think there's something going on. Water wheel. Oh yeah, let's check on Yagan. Alright, 47% defense. Yagan has rather optimistically built dozens of battering rams. I don't exactly understand what the idea here would be. Mission guard a city. This is a bold new strategy from Yagan. He's battering rams to guard his city. That won't go too well for him. 4 strength, and I think they're also really bad in combat, except against cities on the offense. I think I can probably kill this city with an army. I mean, obviously with an army. I'm gonna kill it with my brain. I think it's worth it to potentially get Yagan out of the game. And I think this is a target no one will really mind me going after, is the main reason. Yagan does not have good relations with anyone. Actually, that's not really true. Bismarck likes him, but I think Bismarck will be fine with me going to war with Yagan. I think what I do is I build up my force with a goal of being a like siege attacking army. I guess I could build the mammoths for this because they are, once we get to the medieval age and the war mammoths are what I'd have, they're just less useful for what I care about. Again, if I was on like a cold temperature like Ice Age map, these would be amazing units, but I just think that they're not really better than elephants at the stage of armored cav. But Mammoth Riders are still, with their collateral effect, going to be pretty handy. So I think I do build 15 Mammoth Riders after the Mapinguari. And with them starting at 27, I just need them to be at 22. So 3 from the 3 XP I'm getting from Mercenaries to, that would take me down to 26, 25, 24. And then I think I'm getting 1 from Caste System. Is that right? Let's see. 2 from cast system. That should bring me exactly to 22, which would mean if I lose Map and Gwari, I can't get them back at rank 4. But that's pretty greedy of me to even try to have that, so maybe it's fine. I think building 15 mammoths and then some elephants as well, or maybe some other units, would give me a force that I could comfortably take on Yagan with. And then while I'm over here, I could then, as I initially planned, go to war with Arabia and basically just look for soft targets in the midst of the Aztec and German fronts with them. I think that'd be pretty smart. Arabia is the score leader and seems to be doing inexplicably really well. I don't know how they are the score leader right now, but yeah, it would be good to take them down a peg or two if I could. Okay, I think I'm happy with that plan. And so I guess the question would be, with this plan in mind, do I really have time to get to Siege Warfare to upgrade these units to pikemen? I don't really think so. I think it'll take too long to get here. Now, is there anything coming up where I'd want to build it for this invasion? I mean, the siege stuff over here could be nice. Let's see. So the Oxabeles are a siege unit. Can bombard 5% per turn. Okay. So the battering ram destroys itself to do the damage, but this does a bombard attack, so it stays. Then what's the other one do? 8%. So it seems to be kind of the same. What's the difference exactly? Oh, they upgrade to different things. Scorpion and then Ballista. Okay. 3150. 3150. Oh, this is like an early catapult. Okay, I see. I'd probably want to build these. 40% city attack. Yeah. With the bolos. You know, hold on. I just thought of something really funny. Hold on. Could it be that there's actually a scenario where are they in the list here? You know, these guys. These bear riders are really good versus siege units. Do I see a scenario here where I could use these guys in this invasion to fight the battering ram horde of Yagan? I don't think so, because I'd really want to bring bear knights, and that's armored cav, so that's too far away. This is basically, I need to build like a classical age army. I think we work on these guys, and then we work on the mammoths, and we see what else we want for the composition. I'd like to bring this army back home. I could just basically send it out to die, send it out to go sack some cities and get destroyed by the higher tech Arab armies. But it would be cool to be able to come back and bring back an experienced army. It's just such a long distance. This is just so far away. And I can only really do this if I'm 100% sure Germany won't declare on me. Because if they do, that's like an apocalyptic situation for me with my army gone. Tough thing to consider. We also don't know if the diplomatic situation will change a lot and lessen my ability to join in a war with also this guy here. Can be relocated potentially. Let me first go. I'll leave him there for now, actually, to keep guarding that. But yeah, I think I don't want to delay. I think delaying all the way until I can get the Mapinguari pikemen, well, it makes some sense. I think at that point, too much can change in that amount of time. Let me finish 100% finishing law enforcement, and then, okay, you can now move. with these guys aboard. You follow along now. You're now guarding it. I guess there's no one here. Okay, well, I guess we'll see if he spots anyone. But yeah, I think I'm going to build this army and basically test it against Pitchan, Jetjara, get Yagan out of this game, and then we'll see what I do from there. But I think I don't want it to delay too long. I want to make use. This is an expensive army that is very weirdly constructed. I want to make use of it for something. Also, for going to war with Yagan, I can take a shortcut. I can go through the Dutch lands, and I can travel over here. I can actually park my boat right here, and then just ferry across using my boat as a movement point, so I can get across without needing to ferry them one by one. That'll cut down on the travel time compared to going around the inner sea. So that'll be quite nice that we can do that. Found in more cities. Okay. I think he just has a lot of cities, honestly. I don't know how else to explain his score. I don't know about all of them. I only know about 21 of them, but I haven't had vision on him for quite a long time. He's running like 500% espionage against me, so it's pretty tricky to actually get vision on him these days. Oh, what does he want? He wants to do rite of passage. I'm going to say no for now. Nice. Ring-tailed lemur. Let's have this guy go. Just keep clearing out these guys. Can I run? Not quite.
The good stuff!
All of you go here for now. You head over here. Okay. Whew. All right, I think I'm set on declaring on Yagan and basically testing this army composition against him, using my sloths to protect my elephants. And then, once we defeat Yagan, which I'm confident will happen, we need to figure out if there's any like targets of opportunity with Arabia. They're penned in by the Germans and the Aztecs, so we need to find a way to sneak in with our forces, try to get a city encirclement.
The limit of the law is the limit of enforcement, the real limit of organized society.
Okay. That is complete. We can now get the town patrol. Alright, he'll trade ancient medicine, apparently. I'm not so sure if that's true. Okay, so, what are we doing now with our tech? I guess the question would be, do we even bring siege weapons with us? Because our mammoths are actually going to work like siege weapons. Though being able to reduce... I guess we don't have anything that does city defense reduction. We do want that. Let's see. So 1 in 6. As opposed to 6, okay. 8% per turn. Yeah, these guys would just be to do bombarding. Yeah. Let's see, if it's 8% per turn, just grab that for a sec. So we're looking at about 50%. I'd probably want to bring maybe 3 or 4, I guess. Which means ironworking, I should do ironworking next. And then we also obsolete microlith workshop and stone tools with this. We shouldn't overlook that. Let's get ironworking, and then let's see. Then we should grab ancient machinery. I think we will build a couple of these guys to bring with us. I think that would be wise. Now, do we get another? No, we just get the improvement to the trireme with shipbuilding. Where do we get the? I think it's a medieval thing where we get the boost or the upgrade to the galley. Okay, you 3 get on here, and you, and also you, head over here. Okay. Alright, and now, yeah, about 1.1k per turn, that's pretty solid. We'll run 0% for a little bit here. Build up. I want to have at least like 10,000 or so in the bank most of the time, just to be safe. Alright, Nerja finished the trade post. Excellent. And what next for Nerja? Crime is increasing a little bit. Let's grab the watchtower over here. And also, Carajuela, once the stocks are done, we need to get the town patrol here right away. This will then allow us to upgrade all of these guys to be the new rank, which will be quite nice. Alright, in fact, yeah, once this is done here, yeah, we'll finish that, then we'll review. Okay, speaking of things, let's check and see if this guy actually will give me ancient medicine, or if he's just making that up. Yeah, I thought so. How about meditation? You up for it yet? Alright, bro. I will take about a turn's worth of gold from you, though, at 0%. What would you like for that? How about some electrum ingots? Would you like that? This fucking guy. Silk fibers? There we go. Okay, he will do that. I'll make this trade. We accept your offer. Always good to keep trading with him. Alright, someone needs a build order. Hortus needs a build order. Our walls are done. Nice. Okay, let's get the spiked... Actually, let's get the trough. No, mud bath, then trough. And then we should get the dye maker. We don't have that many of them. Let's get this because it's really cheap. The burial ground for disease management. Tradition bone. Let's just actually go through the usual stuff here. And end with the pit there. Okay, you keep resting. Okay, this all looks fine. think I'm going to take a quick break once this end turn is over to go grab a beverage. But I shall return. You probably aren't surprised to learn my plan about this. Amber. Ooh, that is pretty good. And it's in the mine already. Ooh. No, I like the sound of that. I believe amber is a mine resource, isn't it? Let me find a work. I forgot to actually. Hey, these guys are working on that still. If you were, I'm not gonna actually move you, but if you were, I think amber is a mine resource. I'm pretty sure. I guess it's also a. No, yeah, I think it is a mine resource.
You're not so tough.
Okay. Let's see. What is this? Oh, it's kelp. We can move here. Alright, I'm gonna drop these guys off here for now. Alright, full rot is back in the building. Go kill this guy. Oh yeah, my beverage. Give me just a sec. I'll be back in just a few minutes here. Go ahead and skip ahead to when the video turns back on, and I shall be back. We're back. I've secured the beverage. Alright, OBS. Come on. Come on, OBS. Alright, I'm not playing this game. We're gonna save and quit and then reload so OBS works as it's supposed to work. Alright. It's so annoying. At least I thought to hard save so I don't have to deal with quick loading, crashing the game again. Alright, it picked up Beyond the Sword. That's a good start. Now please pick up Caveman to Cosmos. I've never had this problem with OBS with any other game. It's just Caveman to Cosmos where it just sometimes is like, I can't find it. Where is it? I can't lock on. Cannot detect. Alright, I'm looking at my second monitor. OBS, come on, please. Come on. Detect. Detect the game. It's not that hard. Just detect it. Okay. OBS. Game capture. Beyond the sword. Okay. Come on. God, alright. What the hell is your problem? Capture any full screen application. How about that? It's a full screen application, OBS, I assure you. Oh my actual fucking god. I fucking hate this system. What could the problem... You were just working with the same exact settings until now. Like, there's literally no reason to suddenly not capture my game. Alright, well, fuck you. I guess we have to reload the whole client again. It's fucking... Oh my god, it's so annoying. There's just literally nothing I can do. I just have to force the game open again. Hey, look at this. Look. Oh, look at that. Oh, I know what Civ 4 Beyond the Sword is, misadventurer. Don't worry. I got it this time. Alright, come on. I'm loading in C2C. Just, please. I can't. I don't want to deal with this right now. Come on. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. In we go. Finally. Okay. Let's resume. This place finished the courthouse. Excellent. Crime here is a bit of an issue, but we're working on it. Yeah, actually, let's see. Let me get the... I actually don't have the fire abatis here yet. Let's get the watchtower, fire abatis, stocks, and then the... a fortified outpost is replaced by this. Interesting. And then the town patrol. Actually, that's a bit too expensive for this place. Let's just go with this build order, I think. Okay. Also, let's run... We can run a more aggressive 100-0 spread right now, I think, actually. So yeah, let's run 100%. Get through iron working. This guy is not what I was expecting to see down here. Oh? What is this about? An enemy outrigger missed its target. Oh. Well. I mean, 86% chance. This should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. Unless he withdrew, in which case I'll weep. Alright. No weeping today, I suppose. You guys get back over here. You guys just, I'll wait, and then I'll test bringing them over with the C thing. Actually, in that case, I should just move. No, I'll just be carried over. I think that's fine. We'll drop a few off here, but I want to bring the other 3 up to here. Yeah. I hope that made sense. I was just kind of rambling for a moment there. Alright, where's Full Rot? There you are. I don't even bother with the tapir. Get over here. Zotsiki finished its walls. Nice. Okay. Let's see here. You still have some cheap stuff to get. Let's go for the standard cheap build order through that. Who else? Sidrone. Petcape Olefin is done. What are you building at in terms of experience? We can't even... Oh, we actually can build the Mammoth Riders here. That's interesting. I guess because we have the National Mammoth Building? Huh. At 13... Let me check something real quick. Let me just find a unit that has less. Okay, 12 is the cutoff for 3, so it'd be 2 upgrades. I could get double upgrade mammoths built from Sidrone with its 301 production. That's really good. That would be kind of an interesting way to get my mammoths out. So I'd be missing out on their 3rd promotion, but I think that's actually okay if it helps me get my stronger, because the elephants are going to scale better long term. I could just build a bunch of mammoths from Sidrone. I wouldn't be able to get to 22 experience very easily over here. But at 13, I may as well just build them all at Sidrone, to be completely honest. This place obviously has really, really good production. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like this idea, actually. We'll just build a bunch of Mammoth Riders here. It's going to take, about, 9 turns per, but that's fine. They can just be working on in the background. Siege Ram is Siege Warfare. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like this idea. Alright. Which means once this guy is done, I think I go to building elephants. But I might take a quick detour to work on something else. This place has been delayed for a long time to do any infrastructure. Let's see. The Grand Villa here would be really good. It'd be really good. A courthouse would be nice as well. Actually, it doesn't really help that much here, but it does give me more of these specialists to work. Could also get the War Dog trainer. I could get War Dogs. There's a lot of things Atapuerca needs, but I've not had time to build them. I mean, 10 science from this is pretty insane. It really is. Let's not forget, we also want to get the Department of Water. Because getting this in all the cities, let's see. This would help a lot with our fire issues. I think let's quickly squeeze in the fresco mural. It's only 4 turns, and then 6 turns per on the Elephant Riders. Is there any reason why an elephant-based army shouldn't be sent for this mission. I don't think so. Not with the Mapinguari defending them. I think I have this. I could also, I guess, build a chief, a warlord chief. Yeah, that's heraldry. That's medieval age, so it would make sense to build one guy to send with the group. He'd be the leader. I mean, yeah, I probably should build this. I'm not 100% sure what like he can do on the field, but I should build him. I guess I can build him after... You know, actually, let's not even deal with the buildings. Let's get the Warlord Chief built, 1 of 1. And then... Should I even build some arsonists, potentially? These guys could be cheap, just kind of... cheap guys to throw at the cities. I don't know if that's worth it. Let's just get to work on... How many elephant riders do I want to bring with me? Could change 3. I mean, at this point, we're very much above our military cap. Let me finish this Mapinguari, and then I'll see if I want to change off of mercenaries to conscription. Then we'll see how we're looking in terms of the military cap. I could also potentially build new archers from Cedrone. Cedrone, with its 300 production, is a really, really strong production city. Yeah, we're now to... Germany's down to 5.8, so we are climbing in military strength ranking, which is quite nice. Oh. Where? Not here. Didn't tell me. We just heard about it, but we didn't get a lot of details, I guess. Okay. Let's kill the duck, and then go kill this guy. Or he can do that, I guess. That's fine. Got actual pikemen now. Jesus. Alright. Don't love that. Okay, that's fine. So you head over here. You 3 onto the boat. You return. If I offered to give you all of my gold, he won't agree to any trades. Okay, that's good to know, so I don't have to bother trying to find a trade he'll agree to. Right, you just keep healing up. These places finish the slaughterhouse, which means it's butchery time. Yeah, 14 food. Yum. One more turn at 100%, then we run 0 for a couple turns. I will actually put that over here. Don't mind if I do. Alright, and then you'll just continue on and actually go drop these guys off over here, I suppose. I'll keep this guy... Well, actually, I'll let him keep healing up. I want him to explore a bit, but I just haven't had time yet to do much. I also need to get a archer over here. I need to reorganize my defensive, like, archer. Why are these guys sleeping here? What? They've just been here the whole time. Oh, that's just great. I don't know why they're sleeping here, but that's annoying. Could have been using them for stuff. Well, this is built now, so that's nice. Angus is connected because of the Boudica pathways. Oh no, it's connected by C. Never mind. I've misstated that. Okay, so you three. Can you guys get to my core, potentially? Can you, like, get back over here? Let's just send them and kind of hope they get back over here. I'd like them to work over here, please. Okay, who needs a build order? Aha. It's you, Moustier. It's butchery time. There it is. $13.75. Nice. All right. Time for some slaughter. Oh, wait, time for some even more butchery. Okay. Love to see it. That one needs the slaughterhouse. I think this one also needs the slaughterhouse. Gotta start somewhere. Now that I think about it, if I were to switch off of mercenaries, the mammoths that are being built in Cedrone will be too low in XP to start at rank 3, which may not be a problem, but it would be nice for them to at least be at rank 3. I could build a building in Cedrone to address this, though. I could build, like, the stables. Let me see what I need to do, actually, in Cedrone. Oh, nice. Look up the Prime Minister again. Let's see. Is this... I guess this is what we can do here. So, melee, recon, animal mounted. So, barracks would give me +2. And these guys need, what was it, 12? So, they'd be at 15, then -3 would put them at 12. So the barracks would do it. Anything else that can be built here? Doesn't look like it. That would help with mounted. Why can't we build stables? Probably because we don't have horses here. We'd need to get the, whatever stables need to be able to be built. I mean, obviously. Okay, stables, where are you? Here you are. Requires animal trainer of some sort. Okay. Can we just build an animal trainer of some sort? Okay, we'd need farm or herd or whatever. Let's see. I don't think that's an option here, sadly. Doesn't appear to be. Okay. So I think the plan would be we actually... Oh, I guess we could get an elephant farm. It's expensive, but this would then let us build the stables. Wait, does it? Yeah. No, it doesn't. I need the no, it lets us build the elephant trainer. Or does it? Where's the elephant trainer? I'm just... oh, wait, we can already build it right now. Yeah. So, how can we build this? I'm not really sure. I mean, ironically, we're building mammoths without even having an elephant trainer up and running. So we could build the elephant trainer and then build the stable. Or I could just build the barracks, which gives me the same thing as building the stable. I think it's probably better to just build the barracks. Yeah, I think this is fine. So if I built the barracks, and then I resumed working on the mammoth riders, that would solve the problem. They'd be getting 2 more experience points, which puts them at 12 when we take away the 3 from mercenaries. So I think it is actually worth it, with all that math being addressed, to build the barracks first, and then the mammoths, which means when this last Mapinguari next turn is finished, we can switch to conscription, which may be good economically. We'll see. I may quick save before I commit to it. All right, let's... I guess this is the fastest way. I guess that's fine. Just go for it. Do your thing. Where are you going? Go get this macaw. Or try to get it. Full rot. Come on, bro. Alright. Just keep healing up. These guys are getting stopped for some reason. Keep at it. Okay. Let's give it one more turn, then we'll run 100% turn. I want to give myself plenty of gold at every turn for paying off events and whatnot. Ugh. I think killing the Aborigines and stealing their tech will be a good development for the campaign. We won't be able to use them as a wedge issue, but even without my involvement, the Germans and the Aztecs, and to some extent the Dutch, are already pretty hostile with the Arabs, so we should be able to let them keep being fractious with each other, even without my involvement. So that's handy. Okay. He'll trade diplomacy. I don't know about that. We shall see. Alright, this is done. Alright, moment of truth. Also. Okay. We've got 15 located here. And you can do that. And you guys can... Where are you guys? Oh, you guys are going here. You're just being... Every turn, you're being spooked by something without fail. Alright, this road is done. Now, we also want to get this platinum ore. Let's get this roaded, then that roaded as well. Okay. You just, I guess, fortify until healed, actually. And I will move more and then drop the guys off here. Actually, I'll drop all 3 off actually here, and then I'll go back to pick up the rest. They can move on foot from there. They can do it. Their faith in Yoruba is strong. It must be strong. I will leave them to it. Okay. Let's run 100% turn. It's expensive. But it may be less expensive now, so let's see. So Shift F5. I almost did Alt F4 again. That'd be a lot. Okay. So 2844. Now we switch back to conscription. Let's see. 2844. Just check one more time. 28. or no, 28.99, not 28.44, 28.99. Let me also, oh, I did just quick save, 28.99. $29.91, so it's actually the same. It's actually a bit more expensive, so let's actually maybe do a little bit of that. I think we stay on mercenaries, actually. It is nice that we don't have to worry about getting more XP from other sources. Yeah, the maintenance from cities is so substantial, it's still worth it to stay on mercenaries. So, okay. Well, glad to figure that out, I suppose. So I'll go ahead and cancel the barracks. I'll just keep working on the mammoths. I don't need the barracks here urgently, after all. So I guess the question is then, do we switch off of caste system? This is less maintenance. This is a lot less maintenance. If I'm switching to proletariat, I would want to get the barracks after all for the mammoths. I think I may switch, but let me see. Bourgeoisie, what are we looking at? This is more maintenance. Cities have strong bonuses. Okay. And then feudal. Feudalism is obviously medieval. Even less maintenance. I think proletariat is the way to go. So let's see. So $28.99. Yeah, $28.68. It's a little bit better. Which means, you know, just kidding. Get to work on the barracks again, please. Yeah. Delaying the mammoths a little bit isn't that big a deal, because now they'd be built with 11, need them to be built with at least 12. So that is that. Finish the ancient customs here. Nice. All right. Over here in Caceres, what are we looking at? Getting the harbor here would be really good. Get the festival as well. Lots of good stuff to get. Let's get the granary actually first. Okay. So the warlord chief, you guys defend, will be built with 27, which is fine. We can't get close enough to, was it 33, I think, to be worth trying to min-max that. And yeah, this is fine. Also about 150-ish below the Aztecs, so we're nearly back to a third lowest as opposed to the second lowest above Aborigines, which would be pretty cool if we could pull that off. What are we looking at in terms of our 156 free? Yeah, we're way above that. Doesn't really matter whether we build, what exactly we build in terms of military upkeep will be an issue. Okay. Oh, this is in the way. That's annoying. Okay, you know what? These guys can just get off here. They can hoof it. I believe in them. They're on a holy mission. they can put in the work, I think. This is all Yoruba around here, so let's just head further inland. I think there's probably a city over here I haven't found, or I haven't, like, seen recently, so we'll want to take a look at that, that's for sure. Maybe I do just build the mammoths from Atapuerca. I should still build the barracks at Cedrone, which is a high production city, so it could build other units later, but I think I do want to get the mammoths with 3 upgrades. They're going to be my main city attackers, so they have to be pretty strong at the gate. Just to finish the barracks, then we'll take stock. Yeah. We also have lost out on that scientist. Yeah, that's too bad. I guess we'll work... I guess we'll work the engineer as the specialist. Watchtower here is done. Okay. Crime is still a problem. Let's see. Yeah, production here is pretty rough. Let's get the crucifixion crosses, stocks, locksmith, walls. Nice. Cultural growth across the board. Okay, let's begin our journey. Oh, possum. Okay, interesting. Okay, Zafariah, what do you need now? Get the clay pit, I think, and the horse farm, sundial, brick mason, charcoal burner, coppersmith, Pataki of Oshosi, ox farm, warehouse, and we'll take stock after that. These guys have finished their butchery. Okay, back to the basic build order you go. Nothing too fancy here, just get it all queued up. Same thing for you. I know this could be optimized, but I don't have the brain power to do that at the moment. Okay, that's fine. Give it one more turn at 0% and then 100% turn after.
You're gonna get it now!
Alright. Oh, it must be from forts. That's how they're doing it. Okay. Go. And let's see. Go deal with this. So drone will grow next turn. Nice. Right, Grand Villa is done. Very nice. Town Hall here for the free specialists. This would allow for, I believe, a scientist to be worked, which would be quite nice. But let's keep focusing on this place's money potential, I think. Let's see. Let's go for the herding dog trainer, the grammaticus, the dance hall, basically some of the cheap stuff. Yeah, that's good for now, I think. Alright, this guy's done. So what can you actually do? Let's move you over here to sort of see. So if you're standing with a unit, they do provide a bonus, I think, to the stack that they're with. The list to upgrade is really nice, actually. I think I just have him stay as a unit, honestly. I don't think I attach him or anything. I could promote a unit with, oh yeah. Wait, no, is this a promotion for him or for a unit he's standing on? I think it's for him. Let's see. Can I give him, like, support bonuses? Makes a quick save. I mean, this guy here, with his 10 strength, he could actually be... He could be an offensive unit. I don't have to make him a defender unit. He'll be protected by the Sloth Spearmen. Yeah, heroic could be really good. Leadership. That's pretty solid. Let's see, anything... Yeah, mountain leader, you can bring people through peaks. Could be a healer as well. Oh, I should actually bring healer units with me on this invasion. I didn't do that before, but I think that's a smart idea to do. I should give him leadership, so he can grow his XP quite a bit better. And then probably heroic, because that's a really strong bonus here. What else? I guess combat 1 would be fine. Yeah, I'll use this guy. Like he'll go with the group, but I'll use him as an actual offensive unit. I mean, 10 strength isn't amazing, but it's okay. He's similar to like a swordsman unit. I think I'll use him only sparingly for like easy attacks. And you can give restful recovery. Okay, you can just defend. Okay. Let's see. So that's finished. Yeah, 6 turns. 26. I think I build them here. Yeah, I just mass build them out right here. I think that's the way. And then I don't know, because I still need to get ultimately the siege stuff from the siege technology. So I'm not able to get going super soon. We're getting there though. Alright, so you can actually go over here this time and drop these guys off up here.
You're gonna get it now!
Thanks for letting me through your lands, Wilhelm. Or Wilhelm. Wrong guy. Wrong Dutch guy. Johan is his name. My carefully guarded secret of being intolerant to the Dutch and therefore unable to tell them apart has been revealed. It's a sad day on the Misadventure channel. My secret's out. Alright, let's see. What am I doing over here? This place up here needs its build order. Got the butchery done. Alright, nice. Let's go for the standard opener. Just a bunch of stuff. It's all just a couple turns, so just get your way over to the hunter's camp, and we'll decide from there. We'll keep healing. We can get this in... We can definitely get this next turn, or in 2 turns, technically. Oh, someone still needs a build order. Who? Oh, Kirkio needs one. Okay. That's fine. We should still be able to hit. Yeah, one turn away. We will be fine. Alright, these guys have arrived. Excellent. Let's get this place set up with a lumberjack once more. Oh, I can build a hamlet here? Well, I can next turn. Yeah, I guess I can build hamlets not on... Would I actually rather build hamlets here? This place really needs a bit more production to work with, I think. It'll have enough gold from the river, or the river, the river, from the ocean. It's not on... I guess it's a river in a sense, but yeah. Let's get a lumberjack here while we can. Alright, you just keep on keeping on, I guess. Alright, you're fully healed up. Time for you to go kill this kayak, first things first. Okay, you can return. You guys continue along. Don't get killed by that tapir, if you don't mind. I think tapirs are very aggressive, but all the same, please don't be killed by it. I'd be very sad. Okay. So Cedrone grew. This looks, oh, hold on. Oh wait, it's the specialist. Yeah, working the engineer is fine, I guess. Yeah, 300 on production. That's okay. What's our rate right now? It's still probably mostly great scientist. Oh, it's actually great profit. Oh right, I forgot. We have all those priests everywhere. Yeah, that's gonna increase our great profit birth rate a lot. 2 per city. Well, that's fine. I mean, while they're there, they are providing production and gold, so it's not a bad thing. The loss of maintenance is nice, so it's worth it.
Hammer your iron when it is glowing hot.
Alright, nice. Now we will need ancient machinery. Working on that now. Excellent. Not quite. 11 turns though, that's pretty good. Perhaps Cedron can actually work on the machinery stuff. I need to build the requisite workshop stuff up there, but I can do that. Okay, all of these guys focus on the southern side. A lot of these places are converted already. Let's get Amsterdam converted. That's a good start. Alright, you head over here. And you go kill this guy. Then we will do some exploration of the southern seas a little bit, within reason. Can't go too far, but we can get a bit more vision down there. All right. I can get the Dutch to convert. That would be huge. Really, really handy. I would feel more confident going to war with Arabia with the Dutch and the Germans both converted. That would be pretty ideal. You just sleep here. Good old-fashioned animal slaughter right here. Love to see it. Alright. Head over here next. These guys have finished roading over. That's good. Now we need to road over to Mula. This is going to be a bit of work to do this. It's not the safest to do either. This place already has so much stuff developed. I do want to do it as a trio, though, for speed. Let's just get this road built, and then we'll get back to work on other stuff. We can get a lot of stuff improved around there. That's for sure. You know, I can actually build Armed Guard 3 bowmen, comp bowmen over here. No, I can't actually. It's 18. I need to be at 22. Oh, never mind. Okay, medicine men, upgrade to apothecary with ancient medicine. Upgrade to doctor with plague medicine. That's medieval. Okay. Let's see. Healthcare unit. I should build a bunch of these, both to send with my invasion force and also to help manage disease in my nation. I think I'm doing okay on disease so far, but it would be nice. And where would I build them? I guess I could build them from Sidrone. How far away am I from ancient medicine? Oh, it's right there. I could work on this, but I've got other stuff to focus on first. I think with the amount of time it'll take to get all those mammoths built. I guess the thing is, right, what does this need? Siege Weapons Workshop. Requires carpenter. Okay, do I have a carpenter in Sidrone? I'm guessing I don't. Let me see if I can figure this out. Carpenter. Oh, I do actually have a carpenter. Okay, excellent. So I could actually get the siege weapon workshop built here. That's actually kind of a smart idea, because then I could build it in Sidrone. These siege units won't need to be as upgraded, but they will get the benefit, I think, of the barracks. Yeah, siege weapons receive +1. I mean, it's better than nothing, so I may as well. And then after the barracks, by the way, I'm going to have this place work on the cat breeder and the bakery and the stele, just in the meantime. Okay. How close are we to getting the town watch over in Carahuela? I mean, the town patrol. 4 turns away. Okay. Did I move my... Surely I must have. Did I move my guys this turn? I think I did. Yeah, that's red. Red-green color blindness won't defeat me today. In fairness, it's only partial. But it's something that will probably develop as I age. So someday I may be able to not tell the difference between red and green. Not great for being a map game player, a strategy gamer, with all the color coding on the budget and whatnot. Oh well, I'll figure it out from context clues. Alright,
You get what
You
good,
head
do
to
not
Leiden.
watch out.
Spread Yoruba. There's Yoruba up there already. Okay. I mean, I may as well spread some Yoruba up there too, but let's focus on the Dutch still. There's actually already Yoruba there and there. Oh my god, wow. I guess let's still head this way. Kind of look around.
You're gonna get it now.
Oh wow, just spread immediately. You go to Haarlem. You go to Utrecht. Oh. I was about to say, I haven't seen a lot of barbed, like, humans recently, but there was a barbed maceman there. How are we looking like this now? Okay, let's run this for maybe... I mean, we can do one turn. I may as well just do one turn, then we'll pop it back down. I want to get the machinery workshop going in Cedrone. And then Atapuerca can just keep spamming mammoths. And we know we want to build exactly 15 of them, so that gives us some direction of how many to build. I also think that when my Golden Age ends, I should have enough money in place, or I should have enough income coming in that I am able to stay in the green while at 0%. I probably won't be in as good of a position, but it will be better than nothing. So yeah, I'm hopeful that this will work. I'm just waiting for one of the AIs to get to the medieval age. I'm worried it'll happen soon. I think the Dutch have musical notation, which is one of the prereqs for medieval lifestyle. I'm so far behind, but I'm doing everything I can to catch up here. Was it Zeke grew? Okay. We killed this bear. Then there's actually a couple of guys over here. That's interesting. Well, it's free. Make it a captive from this. Not this time. Okay. Oh, Arabia owns this? Huh? Did Arabia conquer something over here? Unclear. But I guess I may as well go get this converted, because it's pretty far from my territory. Won't convert on its own. You head over to oh my goodness. Haarlemmermeer. Okay. Sounds fine. Spread in Haarlem. And you've arrived. Next turn you can spread the word of Yoruba. Okay. Slaughterhouse is done. That means it's basic build order. Nope, just kidding. That means it's butchery. Love saying it that way. Alright, looking good. I know my cities could have carefully thought through. Huh? Johan. What was that for? Got some hybrid warfare going on. Bro is a civilian. What are you doing? All right. Well, that's not very nice of him. It's fine. He probably has enough Yoruba spread, especially once I do one more this turn, that he will be willing to talk about converting. Whether he will or not is a different issue, but that's annoying. The stalker units are allowed to attack civilians without a war declaration. That doesn't feel very nice of him to do, though. Yeah, that's annoying. He plundered a bunch of espionage from me and some gold. Yeah, an unknown nation. I wonder who that was.
The gods still there to
What a
you!
jerk. Alright, let's see. Now, I could even run a strategy of building units and then killing them to get gold from production. I could just build production at that point. So, okay, for these units here, their main job in the world is to be city attackers, which means I think going for combat 1. And then I think actually from my previous experience, combat 2 is actually still better. %. And then I think combat 3. Let's just get... Yeah, it's also nice to see these mammoths back in action. It is very nice to see that. They also are getting Marauder because of mercenaries, which is fun. And they get the bamboo armor, which is nice. And sentry as well. And looter. Yeah. Good situation all around is the long and short of it. Go kill this guy. I didn't even see what the chance was. If I had lost full rock to that, I would have rage quit. But we're fine. Captive? No. No captive for me. Alright. Alright, this guy here. Spread Yoruba. He can't stop it. He may want to stop it, but he can't. Alright, these guys are done. And let's see. Work this instead. This is better. And now, you guys, can we build something here yet? Not really. You guys get over here and get this turned into a, this is a tough call. The lumberjack would be worth a lot more gold, and we could discover a wood resource. But a mine feels more consistent with the 7 production. I could also build an actual hamlet here. This would become 5, 10. That's pretty good. As opposed to... This would be 9, 9, 5, or it could be 13. No, not 13. It could be 11. I think this should be a mine, to be honest. Yeah, let's mine this up. Oh, I thought this guy... Oh, no, it was the other guy that was assassinated by that guy. Interesting. Okay, I was about to say, like, what is this exactly? But has he built his own Yoruba missionary? Was my missionary captured? Or wait, no. That is a different Yoruba missionary, right? It is. Was this the missionary that he killed with the stalker? Did he capture my missionary? If so, that's pretty funny, because I don't know what he's going to do with it. But I suppose that's fine. Here, spread Yoruba. Let's do a quick save. Let's see if he'll talk to me about converting. Alright. He still says no. Okay. I feel like I've spread Yoruba pretty far and wide in his nation. But we'll see. Maybe he'll convert one of his own cities with the Yoruba missionary he captured from me, and then he'll tell me he agrees to convert because he has enough Yoruba following in his nation. That'd be pretty funny, honestly. Okay. Let's see. Who needs orders? Oh yeah, it's over here with Caceres granaries built. Okay, this place here. Let's see. This place, with all of its water tiles, would... yeah, these scientists are these actually being worked? They are. Okay, well, that's good to know that does happen, but it's glitched, so it shouldn't happen. Let's work more of these tiles And then we should actually get the lighthouse and then the harbor to make these tiles amazing. Yeah. Almost 3,000. Yikes. Gotta just keep going for it. Oh, interesting. Okay, you go ahead, and it'll take a long time to actually build that. So first, get this roaded up as well. We're just in time, but we can't afford. Oh, it's only 210 per? Oh, that's not that bad. Well, let's give it a turn or two, then we'll just upgrade them all at once. For maximum, I don't know why I'm doing it, just because I feel like it. Alright. Then also, what do I want to build here? Let's see. Let's build... I could actually build the bards from here, couldn't I? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Although, are these guys actually going to be consumed by building? I think probably, right? Let me build one and see how it works. I need to get these dances constructed. They're probably consumed by building them. I'll find out. I guess I just have to send more missionaries. Or wait for more Yoruba spread naturally. I feel like Yoruba's spread pretty far in the Dutch lands. There's still a couple of cities, though, that need it. Oh? What's going on here? What is going on here? 51% Dutch. What's happening? Is this... No, Yagan still controls this. Did Yagan lose and then retake his city? What happened over here? I'm not really sure. I may not be able to get here in time before the Dutch finally kill their arch-rival. I should go to war with the Aboriginals while I can. Get some points with the Dutch. Oh, I can't for 65 turns. Okay, I may not be able to even... I may just have to send my army to go fight the Arabs. Not even go for Yagan. Ugh, that's annoying. I'd really prefer to actually fight the Germans and get some of these cities cleared out of the way. But obviously that's not looking too feasible. Not with the Bismarck AI. I'd have to really think about that. Oh my god. I mean, I want to help, but I can't. I'm not in position for this, Bismarck. I mean, okay. If I go to war with Arabia, what happens? Bismarck likes me more. Its coatl likes me more. And the Dutch probably don't have a strong reaction. I don't think there's any, like, Arabian units that are near me. I could just go for it right now. And he'll like that I think he's currently, for some reason, despite all the opinion he has with me, he's just not willing to do a lot of trading with me. I think I need to start doing these bolder moves. Let's go for it. Alright, he's happy with that. He's happy with that. Okay. Let's negotiate a little bit here, Bismarck. Are you willing to do more things now? Not really. Okay, but maybe, just maybe, he'll agree to something. Meditation. Alright, how about diplomacy? Oh my god, ancient medicine? I've got stuff you want, Bismarck. Alright, okay, whatever. We're at war with Saladin now, that's fine. Yeah, my drug deal to him ended. I guess that's fine. How's my espionage looking? It's still weighted on Saladin, but we're just not... Yeah, we're never getting visibility on anything over here. Let's actually not even bother with Saladin, because he's invested so much into me. I need to keep focusing on its coatl, given how much he's invested into me. But Bismarck, he's completely fine. Johann's fine. We'll just leave it like this. Oh. Well, hello there. We're stronger, so this shouldn't be a problem, but not ideal. Okay. Walls and courthouse are done. Alright, in Arbretta, what do we want over here now? Let's get some basic stuff. Okay, how did the Aztecs feel about me? I think they like it. Not that much, though. Alright. Great. Well, the good news is that if there are any Arab armies around here, the Germans are here too, so they'll attack them. So that's handy. Alright, where are my hunter units? There he is. I moved him already. Okay. We are fine. What was that noise? Something happened. Oh, all of my deals with its coatl canceled. That's right. That's annoying. Yeah, the Arabs are blockading my access to its coatl again. But he should still be able to trade me tech, even if he can't trade me resources. Oh? What's going on? That's fine. Oh, from this. Where's the galley? Okay, it's just gone. That's what that was. Okay. So I have to say, is Saladin, like, around here? That'd be news for me. Inopportune news, that's for sure. Okay. Now it's time. In Carahuela, you can actually get an upgrade, too. Let's grab Sleuth 3. And then, the time for crime is at an end. Look at that. Alliteration. Skadoosh. Let's take a look at our new guys. Look at them. Oof. Damn. Hell yeah. Alright. All of you guys? Oh. Oh. Weird. Okay. Alright. Germany, my best friend in the world. Will you help me with anything? No. I joined your war, Germany. What's your problem? Meditation? These AIs are just the stingiest AIs. These guys cannot help me at all, no matter what I do. Alright. Yeah. How would you like some beads? Alright, well, that's guinea pigs? Aha, 1K for guinea pigs. I mean, I suppose I'm on board with this plan. Yeah. We accept your offer. Alright. Okay, all of you do crime fighting. Okay. Now this boat here, I'm gonna actually send... When do you upgrade, by the way? Yeah, you upgrade with shipbuilding, okay. Which... I think I may work on that after ancient machinery, so I can upgrade this guy. But what I will do in the meantime is send him in to explore the inner sea to the extent that he can, which is probably not too much of an extent, but we'll see. Need to get an archer over here sooner or later. Maybe this archer can do it. Let's send him over, I think, just for now. So expensive. Butchery is done. Time for your basic build order. Okay, that's fine. Found in more cities. Imagine doing that. Imagine having endless expansion. No happiness concerns. That's a nice thought. I guess I am 3 above the soft cap, and if it is 3 on happiness per, I can probably push even further above the soft cap. But I gotta focus on the military buildup right now. Is that guy back? Oh, there he is. Okay. Well. Yeah, let me just kill this guy. Was he hiding? Are they able to hide? Is that... Okay. Interesting. It's time for butchery up here. Okay, you. Perfect navigation. That's exactly what I would want you to have. Alright, you head in here and just start exploring. Okay. Okay, this is looking promising. we're looking over here. 18.6%. Sooner or later, we'll start to catch these guys. I'm ready. Carahuela has suffered long enough with this buildup of rogues over there. Ugh. Work our way around this way, I guess. Kind of a quieter episode here, but just processing the situation. Okay, if I offered you all of my money, would you offer me anything? Alright, this fucking guy. Come on, why can't you just give me anything? How about sausage? Oh, let's give it for free? I mean, how about a sausage and some other stuff too? How about you just give me peat and sausage? Anything else I want from you? No. Alright. He'll just send me some peat and some sausage. Sounds good to me. Can I actually trade tech with the Aztec still? Let me check. I can. Okay, he just won't do it because he stinks. Oh, wait, hold on. Gold per turn. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Alright. How would you like karma? Ooh, he wants it bad. Ooh. Okay, of course, now that he can't trade resources, he'll trade stuff with me. Ugh. Alright. Let's see. I think this is fine. 230 is basically nothing, but 12 gold per turn is nice. I want to keep trading with him. Alright. We'll take it. It's a good deal for him, but gotta get what we can here. I think I'll play through the rest of this golden age, get to maybe turn 4390, maybe 4400. We'll see. You know, sometimes it's funny. I kind of forget that I'm recording a series that at least hundreds, and on occasion, when the video is really popular, like thousands of people will watch, which is very weird to think about. Like, I kind of don't even, it's hard for me to even comprehend. You know, I'll say on average, like most of these videos have a stable audience of a couple hundred people, or at least a couple hundred views. I guess some very dedicated people might be rewatching these videos, which is insane. But it's just, I just forget that there's hundreds of you watching me do this, which is kind of weird for me to think about. Like, it's I almost would rather not think about it in a way. Like, I really just am doing what I would do if no one was watching, as it were. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just kind of rambling, I suppose. Alright, the bard has arrived, and we're going to want to give him Educate 1. So obviously Carahuela already has the dances. So, okay, so we can build the dances in these places. So let's see, where to first? I guess let's go to Arbretta first, because this place has lots of specialists it needs to assign. And then we'll see how that works. You defend. Okay. And then I guess we'll build another bard preemptively. I'm going to assume that he's consumed by building the dance. Even if he's not, I wouldn't mind having multiple bards up and about. Also, I think after Ancient Machinery, let's finish Ancient Machinery and then actually go straight to Ancient Medicine. It's going to be expensive, but no one's going to trade it to me, obviously. Because why would they? I think the AI is going to help me. Okay, we have scrolls and soap in the apothecary shop. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. We also get some stuff from medical, allegedly medical plants. We can build this pretty much all of our towns as well. Very nice. I think that'll be the plan. Alright, economy is improving a little bit here. Aztecs are revolting into something interesting. Hello, Johann. That is your real name. How would you like some ingots? Brass and copper. Alright, well, why are you even saying that you'll take them if you won't actually take them? Just be real and make them red. How about sales? Ah, okay. He won't offer me anything at all? Common Johanel. Alright, I think I want to build more missionaries and try to get this guy converted. There's a lot in it for me if I can get Johann converted. If Johann and Germany both get to, like, the full, like, open mouth happiness face, I don't know the technical term for it other than that, that would be amazing. I will make this deal, though. It's not that much, but it's fine. It's got a... I mean, I have the surplus, so I may as well. I'm getting 970 more than I would have gotten otherwise. Okay. We'll see how things are looking once we hit end of the Golden Age. Probably they're not going to be looking too good, but we'll see. I'm hopeful that we'll get through it. I also very smartly built my outrageously expensive, like 30 gold each, as it turns out, sloth units first, and then I'm building all of my free units after, which was not the smartest move in the world, I will admit, but can't do anything about it now. I'm not going to kill and then rebuild the sloths, although I could do that. That would give me a lot of money to work with, which would be kind of nice, but there's no reason for that kind of delay. Right, these guys are done.
You're gonna get it now!
You grab Hill Worker. Okay. This should be switched over to this. And these should be dropped. These three. One of you can be the investigator. And then the other three. Let's see. I think I'll work the spy and the doctor. And the remaining one can be an artist. So we basically did as much beakers as we can without being able to work scientists. We actually almost have enough. Well, not quite, actually. Just kidding. It was overstating it a little bit there. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's see. What can we do over here? I'd really actually like to get this connected up here. I want to get better movement around here. It's about time. Turkey farm. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, what I was saying earlier is it's a little surreal to think about hundreds of people watching this and like being on this journey with me. But yeah, that's what's happening. And obviously I could just play the game without there being like a recording. In fact, it'd probably be easier in a lot of ways, and I'd have a more consistent time in terms of learning this game. But I do also really enjoy playing it with my commentary. I pretty much only do series where I enjoy playing the game more with commentary than playing it without commentary. I would just feel like a game without the commentary, I'd have a lot more trouble getting really invested, you know? I don't know, it's weird that way. But then it's also hard now for me to play games without doing a series with it. That's an issue I've had with Imperator Rome for a long time. Okay, we've got... What was this build order? Alright, well let's get this cleaned up. No, not you. Okay, that's fine. Interesting. Pushing it with events, but maybe I'll get lucky. I probably won't, but maybe I will. We'll see. I wonder, can I engineer the Aztecs to go to war with the Germans? Or the Germans go to war with the Aztecs, like either way. I really want someone other than the Arabs to also fight the Germans to weaken them. But I don't really know who that could be. I'm sure it can be coordinated. Just have to figure out the right way to make this happen. These workers have not been bothered by any animals so far, which is actually kind of amazing. Very lucky how that's worked out. Okay, this guy's arrived. Let's see. Aha! He is consumed. That's what I thought might happen. Well, I guess we will build a couple of bards. Let's see. One... let's maybe build... Let's build 7 more. Plus the one that's being built. Kind of see what we get at that stage. Also, I shouldn't forget, because I need to actually work the celebrity. I should really, yeah, this is... Sadly, I have to take that off there. But we can now work these guys here. And these guys too. And the rest can be artists. Or that guy can be an artist. Yeah, this is fine. I guess the remaining guy, 3 production, may as well work there. Yeah, this is a specialist city at the moment. Okay. I often think about, you know, could I be playing better? Could I be playing more consistently in like the min-max way? Could I be doing better in the game if I was doing that, despite the difficulty? And I think I could, but the thing with min-maxing is it's more of a kind of emotional thing than I think people may kind of normally think. Like, to me at least, min-maxing is not really a tangible goal. It's more of a mindset. And what that mindset means kind of varies game by game. But like, min-maxing is more of it's like a fulfilling way to engage with the game more than it is always an actually superior way to engage with the game, if that makes sense. Obviously, from like an outcome perspective, min-maxing is often the best, but from a time perspective, like the time and energy that you take to do min-maxing, you know, it's complicated basically. Obviously, I'm someone who likes min-maxing, obviously, so I'm not like here to raise, you know, concern with it, but I think that over time I feel like I've developed a more measured approach to how I think about min-maxing as a part of my gameplay, which is probably for the best. I think it's addictive, but it can also be, it's so consuming to really try to be perfect, you know, with min-maxing. I don't know, I don't really have like a script, I'm just kind of rambling. Okay. 3 more turns of our golden age, and then we will see what's going on. By the way, 295 BC. What's going on in the world right now? I think we've got... we're around the start of where most games begin that depict the Roman Republic. Because we're in the, are we in the successor state period now? I think we are. I don't remember my Roman dates super well. I think, was the first Punic War like 200 BC? Am I like super far off? I might be super far off. Let me look this up. Let's see. Punic War. Okay, the Punic War was 264 was the first one, so yeah. I was kind of far off. I also on my phone got an email notification, Spotify changing its terms of service. I'm so used to those stupid emails from every single company that you have subscriptions with that are like, notification to current subscriber, because of market conditions, we're increasing our price from $800 to $500 billion per month. Like, it's just the gears of capitalism grind us all.
Hello there to you.
It's just like, why is this squad bringing a chariot over? He's probably just for scouting. Surely just for scouting. Aha. But yeah, it's just like the amount of every like month, every subscription is increased by a little bit. It's just so exhausting. I don't think wages have increased in like 30 years or something. It's just we're all being squeezed dry. I feel like, you know what's weird is I used to be, I feel like, much more moderate about like economic politics. But being an adult and actually having to balance my personal money and my income and my assets as an adult, even cohabiting with another adult who also works full time, it's radicalized me in a lot of ways. And I think lots of people that are having to live the experience of being in this, you know, ruinous state we call America, it's why people become radical about their economic politics. It doesn't really have to do with theory. It's all about the material conditions, just like how a lot of radicalism develops for everything. You know, it's not like people are sitting around reading, you know, economic treatises. Their politics are formed by their conditions around them. That's how I believe it, at least. That's been my experience. All right. Oh well. Nothing I can do, nothing anyone can do. I mean, at the end of the day, oh, look at that. 1,000 score. We're in the quadruple digits now. Love to see it. At the end of the day, the sad thing is that because our system is so captured by money and by moneyed interests, there's no way the system can effectively be like fixed or cleaned of its problems through its own democratic means. There would need to be fundamental core change implemented at the core level of our legal system. And that's assuming that we have a government that follows our legal system, which we currently don't and may not ever have again. So I think that, you know, the best you can do is kind of keep your head down and hope you don't get, you know, killed by a political paramilitary, which people are at risk of being, as we've seen recently. And just sort of wait for things to either fall apart more, and then maybe people start to take it seriously that they have to fix things, or, you know, we all die in the ensuing political violence. That's the really scary thing about the future, I think, is, you know, these things don't trend into calmness and serenity and civil quiet, you know. They trend into political violence, which is messy and rarely successfully accomplishes anything. It just causes change without a lot of, you know, structure or direction. It's a scary time. But it's always, I mean, that's the modern age for you. That's the dark side effect of the information age. which has many upsides. So I don't think it's fair to say that it's entirely a bad thing that we're living in such an age. But I do miss the rose-tinted past. But we'll see what happens. I mean, honestly, at this rate, we're all gonna, I don't think at this rate there's a lot of time left for a lot of us when it comes to effects on our climate, chemicals in the air. I mean, all this stuff about like microplastics destroying sperm counts. We might be dealing with a species that we just aren't last long enough to really need to figure out a way out of our current situation. I think what's really sad, here's the Golden Age ending. Speaking of things that are sad, how are we looking on... Okay, actually, we're in good shape. Golden Age was not propping us up too much. I think what's really sad is if you actually sat every American down and asked them directly, what are your values? Overwhelmingly, by a massive, massive supermajority, I believe, regardless of their other political beliefs, most Americans are against corruption, whatever they consider corruption, and against money in politics. And yet, because we're not living in an actual democracy where the people's will has any meaning anymore, that doesn't matter to the way I say our as if we're all in America, but like a lot of my audience is probably American, the way that our nation functions. And that's, I think, very sad. I would love to have my country that I was told as I grew up was very unique and special because of its democratic character. But because that's not what I have, I feel no sense of issue with being so cynical. Do we not have Obatala over here? We should probably get this built in Cedrone. Alright, enough political yapping. I've already sealed my fate, most likely, whenever the the really organized violence starts. I'll be on the list. Well, maybe. I'm probably giving myself too much credit. I might be on a list somewhere as a potential target, but I'm not very... I feel like I'm not a very dangerous person to the regime. I just kind of keep to myself, play my map games. I suppose they can leave me alone. Okay, let's, what am I doing here? Chettle Perone needs more production. Anything substantial here? Let's get, let's get... We should get a shipwright up here. Didn't I have a shipwright up here? I guess I didn't. Let's get a ironsmith up here as well. Okay. I mean, I feel like I try not to talk about politics, too much, especially contemporary politics, because I'm not a politics channel, and none of you are here to hear my takes about this stuff. But I think the more I even do talk about it, it just makes me sad. Like, as a political science, undergraduate, college grad, I have a undergraduate degree in political science. I have a law degree. I'm very much more than the average person, academically trained and informed about American politics. I'm so cynical about it because I know what's going on. I wish that my knowledge gave me some hope. All it does is give me creeping, endless, destructive dread. It's destroyed my body to have so much anxiety, because I know how the sausage is made. I know how the law actually works as an institution. It's incredibly weak. It's incredibly, incredibly weak and vulnerable to capture by money, which is exactly what's happened, as has been borne out by history. I think it's just really sad. I think the notion of what this country is in the propaganda is so enticing and so exciting. but that country has never existed and just can't exist under the current circumstances. Maybe someday. I just hope that, like, I think in my generation and, like, my time, it's not happening. Like, I'll just be lucky to not be shot in the head for being, for like, having the wrong views by, by someone in my lifetime. But I'm hopeful that, like, maybe my children or, like, my grandchildren's generation can actually forge, like, a meaningfully, advanced society out of the absolute mess that we have right now. It's just not happening in my time, not at this rate. Which is, again, sad, because I think a lot of people want it to happen. I think a lot of people, even people who would completely disagree with me about everything, probably feel very similarly to how I feel. But because it's not a real democracy where people have any real political power anymore, if they had it at all ever, maybe they did to some more extent, but there has to be major change for stuff to be fixed and to be improved, and it's just not happening at this rate. I don't know. I think the more I think about it, the more depressed I get, so I probably just shouldn't think about it for now. But anyways, this war canoe is up and about. Alright, we've finished our golden age. We're at turn 4390. On that pessimistic note, I think I need to just take a break. I'm getting too down about political stuff. Like, ultimately, like, I think that I wish... here's what I'll say about politics. I wish that I believed it were possible that there was some sort of conspiracy explanation for why things are bad. Like, those people out there who believe in organized, evil, like running the show or causing all the problems, there's something very reassuring about that worldview, because it explains why things are failing and why things are bad in a way that ascribes motive and structure. But in my opinion, the reality is that, like, our country, our world in general, is as poorly optimized at supporting the average person, not through conspiratorial malice, but through a lack of empathy and, like, a lack of motive to care about each other. And that's a lot sadder, I think. Like, we're not being held back by some sort of evil force or whatever. We're being held back by human nature being bad at organizing civilization at the scale that it is now. And I think it's really sad, like, we're a species who evolved to live in and did live in, like, very small scale hunter-gatherer societies for the vast majority of our time in existence. Like, organized civilization is an extremely recent development, and the scale that we have now with the information age, with the internet, is even more of an extremely recent and very experimental phase of our species. At some level, we just are still not capable of doing this, and maybe I'm just being overly pessimistic, for no reason. I mean, nothing really brought this on. I was just kind of thinking about it. But I just think that, fortunately, we've not had our capacity for, cruelty and difference lead to, like, full-scale, like, post-World War II, like nuclear warfare or whatnot, like stuff that we can't really come back from. But I don't feel very confident anymore that we can keep out of that. Not with the fucking bozos being elected in every single country at the moment, it feels like. So, I don't know. I just think, it would be nice if I could like somehow, like, skip ahead to when the world is a more, uniform, like, cohesively aligned world where people can look past the surface differences and see what connects all of us. That'd be nice. I feel like I could really be my best self there. But here I am in the imperfect world we all are sharing now, and that's what we all have to do, is learn how to be in this world and make the most of it. So on that cautiously hopeful note, I guess, I will leave things off here. Next time, I will not be in a depressive mood, hopefully, as we continue on from the end of our Golden Age and through continue on with preparing for a expeditionary invasion of Arabia, very, very distant expedition. But the sloths are built, the warlord is built, the mammoths are being built. We're going to be able to start working on the siege weaponry soon. And our economy is in actually pretty solid shape, all things considered. Hopefully it will only continue to get better. But that'll be it for this episode of the Neanderthal Campaign. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.